In order to help you complete the finding the paintable area of a house activity this evening at home, I've prepared a video to help you come up with some of your measurements. First of all, we should know that we would never paint over windows, and generally, or at least for this example, we will not be painting over the door. So those four shapes, we will need to find the area of those and subtract them out of the total area of the house. Well, the first place we need to start is finding the total area of the house. So to do that, I need to check and see where would I break this outline of the house to create two shapes. And I see that I can break it across here, creating a triangle up top and a rectangle on the bottom. Now, using the ruler on the bottom and on the side, I'm going to find the measurements that I need. So to find how wide or how long the house is, I use the ruler and I realize that it is 12, and we're going to talk about feet. We're going to use these as feet. So it is 12 feet wide. Let's see how high the house is from the bottom to the roof line. That is 10 feet, 10 feet tall. And so that means I can find the area of the rectangle. So over on this side, I'm going to write rectangle. Area equals base times height. And the area of that rectangle, the base is 12 and the height is 10. So I will multiply to find what the area of the rectangle portion of the house is. Next, I need to find the area of the triangle, which is sort of in the place of where the roof would be. And so to do that, I need to first see how tall it is. So from the bottom of that triangle to the top of that triangle is 5 feet tall. And I need to see how wide it is. So as I sort of follow this down, and that was kind of a crooked line, it would actually come right here at 13. And so it's a 1 foot overhang right here, which means this is a 1 foot overhang. So that's 2 feet of extra distance than I had on the width of the house. So the total distance from here all the way across the roof line to there is 14 feet. Okay, 14 feet. So that's going to help me find the area of this triangle. Area equals 1/2 base times height, and 1/2 times the base, which is 14, times the height, which is 5. You can finish the rest to find the area of that triangle. Once I have that, I will add the areas of the rectangle and the triangle together to find the total area of the house. That is the total area of the house. The next step is going to be to focus in on these windows and the door. To do that, I will draw a line over from the window. It hits at about 8.5 and 5.5, which means that from 5.5 all the way up to 8.5 is 3 feet. Okay, so that's a 3 foot tall window. And because the window to the left of it is in the same place, it's also going to be 3 feet. Now let's look at the width of these windows. So it's from 7 to 10, which means it's 3 feet wide. That's a 3 foot wide window. And just like before, since this window is directly below the window above, I'll know that this will also be 3 feet. Now let's check the height of this window here. Goes from right around 1 to 4, which means that's a 3-foot window. So I've got my measurement. I see that these two windows on the right side of my house are both squares. Now let's check the window on the left side of the house. So it looks like it goes from 1.5 to 3.5, which means that we are 3 feet wide as well. That gives me a 3-foot by 3-foot window up top, which is a square. And I realize that my door is also 3 feet wide, 3-foot wide door. Now I just need to find the height of my door, and I should be done with measurements. So from 0 to 4, that means that this door is 4 feet tall, a 4-foot tall door. Now I finally have all the measurements I need. So when I come over to the other side to start writing this out, I might say window. Instead of saying square, I could just say the window. And the window is base times height since it's a square. I'll plug in my numbers. And I would do this 3 times because I have 3 of the same size windows. Or I could just find one and multiply it by 3. And then finally, I need to find the area of the door, and it is a rectangle, so I will use base times height, and I will plug in the measurements that I found for the door to complete this. Once I finally have finished finding all of the areas of the different pieces, I will take the total area of the house, and I will subtract each window and the door from that total, and that will leave me with the paintable area. And I hope this helps with your homework.